Okay, so now we move to the urban maturation analysis, right? So here actually the urban maturation tells us how mature and the mixed the urban layout has become, right? So actually the word mature here means a place with kind of a good land use mix, accessibility and functional diversity, not just high buildings, right? So uh, that actually kind of a definition actually tells us this is the final result of all those analysis we done, centrality, density and likewise, right? So this is the final result, and what you are seeing now is the uh, urban maturation index final one, right? So this is the data. Actually these are from the preprocessed GeoJSON file. So yeah, the first we're gonna start with land use composition, right? So actually the chart shows what is the kind of a base land use character of Mount Lavinia, right? As you can see here, if we toggle on the land use map, you can see the most of the areas are related to the transport, mainly the gold road and the arteries, I mean road, sub road network, right? Then residential and commercial likewise. So you can see again, mainly our study area is living area, right? So then we look into the if you look into this donut chart, actually it shows single use and mixed use mean we can analyze this land use as a kind of a monofunctional and the multifunctional. Monofunctional mean one land use, right? Here it has kind of a half by half, I mean 50-50, I mean approximately. So the most of the time residential areas are the monofunctional areas, I mean highest ones, right? So and then we came to this concept functional mix, right? But actually here we also followed some kind of a rationale. You can see it from here, right? So live mean actually we took only residential ones, right? Work we actually put here, you can see, right? So likewise we took actually four main categories, right? Living as residential, working mean commercial, industrial, and institutional. Culture means cultural, public space, and agriculture likewise, right? So here again you can see most of the time when it comes to a urban area, live work combination is the key mix, right? It's the key mix. So actually it is important because it is the one actually supports walkability, street life, and lower travel demand, right? So for our study, actually this helps identify where daily needs and work activity coexist in the same you know area. Same if we analyze through this hex grid, in the same hex grid, right? So then Shannon entropy index. Shannon entropy actually measures how balanced and diverse land users are inside each hexen, right? So you can see minimum one and the maximum one likewise. So here we used actually for this final urban maturation index, we used also both. I mean both Shannon and mixed use index, right? We're gonna talk about it later. But for the, I mean Shannon entropy is the uh, we took Shannon entropy index over mixed use index because actually Shannon entropy index provides some kind. I mean, both have same pattern. If we put a color ramp on a hex grid cell wise map, both gives the same patterns. But when it comes to Shannon entropy index, actually more related to kind of a practical values contribute to the urban maturation index, right? So here you can see the scattered plot. Actually this chart shows this better land use mix related to higher maturation, right? So we can see the dots rise from left to right. So my more diverse mix tends to align with the higher maturation, right? So if these dots are kind of scattered, actually the maturation is mainly influenced by other factors, right? I mean accessibility mainly, right? So this helps actually we can explain through this one that land use mix is very important, but not the only driver related to urban maturity, right? So when it comes to mixed use index, min max, you can see the highest cell of the live guys, same one, right? Shannon entropy and mixed use index. So MUI measures actually how many different use types coexist in a hex cell, right? So like I said before, this is kind of another way to read functional diversity at cell level, right? So the right panel here, first thing is urban maturation index. Actually, this is the final value we get from all the analysis, like I said before, right? So here, imagine we took it as a zero, moderate mean, and mature, right? So in mountain actually the average UMI is about 0.16 actually, which is in the kind of early to moderate range, right? So we put the rationale here. Uh, Again, min max you can analyze them. So maturation level distribution is here, right? So it actually shows how much of the this corridor is still emerging versus matured, right? So early stage we can see the 50%, half of the excels, I mean half of the area, and highly matured are kind of this as you can see here. See the actually the town center is more to kind of these I mean these in these hex cells we can identify the town has moved to this area, right? So if we analyze the building patterns, you can see from the Mount Lavinia junction, this is where the temple road starts. From the Mount Lavinia junction, we can see the right side as well as these urban. Actually, this is the core urban center of the Mount Lavinia, right? Market building and the another residencies, also the bus stand and the post office and all the commercial centers are there. Here also you can see. So it's kind of a centered to the bus stand and the market area, right? So accessibility section here, this is the final result of actually centrality analysis, right? Both betweenness and the closeness. We took normalized values again, so you can see the highest one and the lowest one, right? So lowest one actually again directed to those on the temple area, and the highest one actually closer to the closer to the again gold road, right? So then land use diversity. If we took land use diversity, actually here we can see the minimum and maximum cells as well. So the index components are there. This is the final result of each one, right? Like I said before, accessibility, land use diversity, and Shannon entropy index. So this gives a quick comparison actually, right? So in Mount Linear, Shannon entropy is the strongest component, which while access and diversity are the other ones. So component contribution to UMI, right? This actually shows why UMI lower than Shannon, right? So as you can see here, because UMI is the kind of a mean of all these three components per cell, right? Weak accessibility and diversity pull actually the final score down, right? This is one of the most important planning messages in this section, right? So urban maturation score distribution, as really this chart shows, is kind of maturation concentrated in few cells or spread across many moderate cells, right? So for modeling, yeah, actually, many cells sit in the low and middle UMI ranges. See, only these two are the higher ones, highly matured cells, right? So here again, key finding box is in there. So yeah, that's it for the urban maturation index, right?